everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Bills going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go!
Kaiser now on second down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Kaiser from the gun on third. He finds Coleman. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They run the counter now on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Pitts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This is Brown on the carry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
All right, here we go.
On third down, Pitts. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll score. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Pitts. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on second down. Pitts. And he's going to go down again. Danny Shelton in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Pitts. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On play action, Kaiser trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw from his end zone. Pitts. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Come on, let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Let's round! Let's go!
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Come on, let's round! Ohio! Ohio! Kill! Ohio! Turn up! Here we go!
On second down, Kaiser again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go!
Play action now, Kaiser. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Come on, let's go!
From the red zone now, Kaiser. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are pouring it on. And the lead is now an even 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Kaiser. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pitts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tucker. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it here with Brown. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw. Pitts. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Pitts. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to the air on second down. Pitts. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Pitts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Pitts. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away at 2nd down. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Pitts. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw. Pitts. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down, and this Browns defense stands tall. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down, Kaiser. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
On 1st down, Pitts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pitts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Pitts. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff looking right. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. goes. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again. Pitts. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
Let's go. Please. Over. Back that up.
To throw on third down. Pitts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
A first down throw for Kaiser. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the gun, Kaiser. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First and 10, Kaiser. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman from 21 yards away. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
Anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go. Back there, not Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Pitts steps away to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Bills on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Pitts throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. Detroit! 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 Here we go. Detroit!
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Flex Brown!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Come on, let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Kaiser. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary.